catch up on the action? Use the Roku remote to rewind and fast forward. No phone or computer needed. Just turn on your TV.
All right, welcome to Memory to Video Productions, bringing you the Michigan Ball Hockey Sunday Super League Championship here in Livonia, Michigan. My name is Joey Delgado. I will be your annoying host for this event here today, and I'm going to do my best to narrate the action and the events as I see them. In yellow, we have Team Sarkisov. And you take a look here, camera one, at the goaltender. He's the one that is most interested in making sure that all of this action is documented for everybody. Sarkisov is in yellow. They're going for their third consecutive championship. They have not lost a championship yet in calendar 2022, I believe. So that halfway sets the table. Let's talk about the green team. They are the Bruins. They've also been a dominant team over the last 2 or 3 seasons. This is a semifinal. The winner of this one goes on to the championship to be played at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, here we go. It's going to be Kuhn against Schisler in green, and the ball immediately goes to Tran Longmore, pushed into the corner by us, but kept in play. White working on Porter. Gets it to Schisler, shot right on, Sock with a big save early on. White working some magic around the net, trying to find an open player. He's got Roley, he's got a dangerous shot, but he's on his backhand. Back for Longwell, speaking of dangerous shots, does not get through. We got a breakaway opportunity here for Mike across. Oh, and Kuhn could not convert. Back into the corner for Guthard. Guthard checking his options. Calls zone number, can't get through Longmore. Trying to go back to the point, has Porter. Wrist shot, blocked by White. Schisler on the move, back to White. The shot goes wide, Kuhn comes back. Looking around, will he go under the net? No, up the middle for Guthard, and again he's in alone on goaltender Mike Manasian. So lots of action both ways early on, a bunch of shots, good scoring opportunities. This one is living up to its early promise. Both teams going for a line change here early on. We'll see the second units for both teams. In comes Josh Gates with the red gloves. He's known for those fancy hands. And Justin Krapinski taking the draw now for the Sarkisov team against Jason Vincent. Here we go. Krapinski wins it. Porter, David Porter, takes a shot. It's deflected in the air. Broly going the other way, but Krapinski's going to get here first. You'll hear me say that a lot today. Right on the stick of Gates and over the shoulder of Manasian, but somehow that did not go in. Boy, I hope we got some good instant replay angles on that. Vincent running hard. No, they say he beats the icing. Buhler in front for Vincent. Rieger takes care of that business. Gates with his feet, but Broly's going to rip it away, and then he takes a shot off of Kapinski's shins and into the corner for Kahn. He looks up, instantly finds Vincent, and he instantly finds Rieger. And I think we have an offsides call here. I think that's what or is it a penalty? 1, 2, 3, no, it's appears to be an offsides call. Some debate about that. We'll have more debates, I'm sure. All right, Kapinski versus Vincent once again. Vincent wins it for Kahn. Vincent trying to get around Rieger. Kapinski trying to help. Longmore aiming to shoot. Nope, throws it in the corner for Buhler. David Porter on him. Buhler checking his options, looking around. He's being barked at from the point by Longmore. Tries to wrist it through Gates. Could not. Porter intercepted by Longmore, using his body to try to create a shooting lane. Buhler on net. No, a little off net on the other side here for Vincent. Back to the point for Kahn. Buhler goes for a line change while this is happening. Vincent being worked on by Rieger. It's an early matchup that we've seen a couple times now. Vincent trying to get his own shot here. Gates in pursuit, going back the other way. Here comes Kapinski. And he goes long for, it's going to be Porter. Uh-oh, given away. Randall Schizler alone on the breakaway, but coming out from the line change was Porter. Sark waved at it, still almost went in. Sark with a save there. All the way out it goes. And that will be an icing. Wow, fortuitous bunch of events that transpired there with Jason Porter coming in. We'll take a look at this on the replay here. Lot. All right, back to the action here. Tran with a shot, didn't get what he wanted. Sark with the save. So if you're keeping score, it's Sark 1, Longmore 0. Here comes Jason Porter against White underneath my feet. White going back to the point, ripping at his goalie. And here's Kapinski trying to run around Longmore. Whoops, Kuhn couldn't hold up. When Kapinski made that move to get around Longmore, that part worked, but Kuhn was trying to time it. Stretched out those legs. I think he pulled my hamstring from here when he did that. All right, Schizler, Mr. Faceoff. Yeah, and it's really not nice when you pull the announcer's hamstring. That's not cool. All right, Kuhn losing the draw to Schizler. What else is new? Whistles wide of Sark on the short side. Here's White. He's on his horse. He's got two guys on him. Kind of a cluster, you know what. And down it goes. Referee Matthew Monty all over it. Arm in the air. Easy call on the icing. All right. Getting ready for this next draw. It's going to be Guthard against Schizler. Schizler wins it. Nice looking face-off formation. The big shot by Longmore. The rebound by White. Porter still on him, though. White really bringing a lot to the table here early on. Is Easel back to the point. Longmore winds up and scores! Well, maybe it's Longmore 2, Sark 1 if you're scoring from home. The Bruins with the early lead. The Bruins down a player as one of their forwards, Amul, not slated to play this game. Should the Bruins advance, that's a different story. He might be here for the championship. But that's kind of a long way from now. Kuhn going forward. Shot goes wide. Minasian chips it away. Kahn going up the wall. No, can't do it. Here's Guthert. Kuhn shot wide. Here's Vincent going around Easel and then through Kuhn. But Guthert coming all the way back. Off of him, he turns around. Oh, it's going to be offside. Now they're onside. Kahn going long the other way. Vincent trying to chip it past Easel. Easel not having it. And here comes Vincent. Throwing a shot harmlessly wide into the studio area. Buehler back to the point. Kahn winds up. That's stopped by Guthert. Long breakout for Kuhn. And goaltender Mike Minasian putting the mitt down early. Making sure he's going to do his best to preserve a one-goal lead here. A little bit of confusion here on Sarkisov, who's coming in, who's coming out, but they got it straightened out now. Gates is going to play forward for Team Sark. Looks like he's going to go forward on this draw. Let's see if that's true. Yep, he does. And it works. Couldn't get the shot he wanted. Here's Kuhn. Throws it towards the net, deflected. Wow. A mistaken deflection almost turned into a goal. Right back in front. Oh, what a save by Minasian! Wow. Came out to Kuhn, and Minasian dropped down and made sure he got a piece of that. A big old piece, too. Wow. All the way now here for Dave Porter. Shoots off of Vincent. Gates being shoved off it by Longmore. Back to Gates. Kuhn being worked on by Kahn. Here's Buehler trying to go through the legs of Rieger. Kuhn for Gates. Not a lot of room on these passes. Where is it? It's in the feet. Finds its way to Vincent eventually. Vincent always with one more move to try. And here comes David Porter. Kapinski gets onside. Back to Kapinski. Shot. That's blocked. And Minasian has it. Wow. Cannot wait to see the replay on that save by 57-year-old Michael Minasian. Wow, what a great play by Minasian. All right, back to the draw here. Off the wall for Schisler. Stolen by Porter. Fans on the shot. Looking around. Still has it. Schisler trying to stay on him. Trying to redeem himself, I think, for the mistake. Back to Kapinski. Shoots right on. Minasian has that one. Back out to the point for Rieger. She winds up. Schisler intercepts. Schisler walking in, centering it, back out, and it clears the zone. All the way down in our end it comes with White and Porter. Porter going up the wall for Gates. And David will go for a line change. Gates working his way to the net in front. Oh, and Kapinski misses that one. Rieger has it here. Intercepted by White. And Kapinski's going to get here first as White backs out. Not sure why. Kapinski has it. Going under, up the middle. It's chipped. It's all the way down. The race is on. Boley's going to let him have that. Gates getting around Boley, going under the net. He's got Kapinski in front. Back out for Rieger. She's got a set up. She takes that shot. Goes wide. 2 Bruins on this. Behind the net for Boley. As Berube goes off. Jason chasing him down. Centered perfectly under the stick of Kapinski. Then he gives it away to Schisler. Throwing it into the corner for White. He's got Longmore at the point, and he knows it. Shot. Deflected on aside by Sarkisov. And then some fun stuff here by Gates. He's going to win this battle with Schisler. For Kapinski, with Longmore on him, the commissioner, of course. Porter, back for Kapinski, shot goes into the corner. all the way down. At the other end it goes. Schizler's going to let, well, I guess it's an icing. All right, well then it's an icing. All right. Vincent going to take this draw against Guthard with 3:56 to go here in the first period. Sarkisov, Team Sarkisov, an extremely explosive, potent offense. So far, no goals. And you can thank Manesian for some of that. All right, here comes Porter. Goes back the other way for Kuhn. Kuhn calling his own number. Ooh, walks through, shoots and scores! Wow. Wow, nice play by Kuhn. Saw the opportunity. I don't know whose legs he went through. Maybe we'll get a better look at that on this replay here. So going through the legs of the defenseman, and then Kuhn catches up to it, takes a shot that I thought Manesian was going to be able to have, but Kuhn found the hole, 1-1. Ooh, Easel making it a little scary maybe if you're a Sark fan, and why wouldn't you be? Guthard. Porter going in. Guthard keeping it, throwing it down low for Porter. He's got Kahn on him. Porter checking options. Now we've got Kahn pinning him in, or trying to. Here comes Kuhn to help. 3 minutes to go. A lot of work there by Porter, but the Bruins take it away. Longmore loves to do that high leg kick to give himself a little bit more room. It's a pretty dramatic one, but meant to knock the stick off or keep the stick off of him. Kept in by Kuhn. Oh, Guthard couldn't quite read that. Vincent trying to make a move around Porter. Porter read it. Made sure Vincent wasn't going to get that opportunity. Porter and Vincent talking to each other here. Meanwhile, Kuhn is centering it. Comes back out into the corner. Longmore. Tape to tape for Buehler. Kept in. Guthard trying to get a shot. Longmore shoots it way wide. That'll be an icing. Longmore yelling to his team, 5 tries to get it out. He iced it on purpose. He didn't like the fact that they had 5 breakout opportunities, and perhaps a lack of urgency, perhaps too much thinking. Maybe that goal has rattled him. Still just 1-1. All right. Gates versus Vincent. Will Gates go forward again? Yeah, he does. Doesn't work, but he did it. Vincent trying to get through Rieger, couldn't do it. Here's Gates. And he scores! Everybody was looking at Kapinski. Gates wanted to go to Kapinski first, but when everybody backed out, he said, okay, fine. Took the shot, found a hole, 2-1 Sark. All right, face off. Gates going forward again, chasing it down. Berube looking around, goes behind the net, but oh, I thought Kapinski was going to get that. Instead, it's a nice-looking breakout for the Bruins. Schizler, right on the stick of White, shot. Oh, golden opportunity, couldn't make it happen. Schizler being worked on by Rieger, right in front for White and score! Wow, some sloppy defense there in front of Sarkisov. Left White all alone. He was able to get the pass, stop it, look, shoot, pick the corner. That's not how you're supposed to do it when you're defending. It's great when you're not. 2-2. The action continues. Schizler versus Gates. Schizler trying to go forward. Gates throwing a shot towards the net. Kapinski trying to get here, and he does. He's got a point. He's got David Porter at the point. Will he use him? Taking his time. And the Bruins breaking out. Good looking breakout. Wind up. That one goes wide. Rieger towards the wall. Well, that was an interesting play. So Berube stepped in front of Gates. Berube in green steps in front of Gates. Did not give him an opportunity to be able to get that. Then stared at the ball and got the icing call. That's a savvy veteran move. It's the kind of move that annoys a lot of people. You can see White smiling at Berube. The Bruins now, they got away with one there. Doesn't really matter. Schlissler trying to win this, and he does to himself. In the corner now is Porter. Around Schlissler, Rieger to Gates. Gates trying to shoot early, it looks like, when he walks into the zone. Berube, far wall. White looking. Rieger staying with Schlissler. Going off the wall. Porter did not stay with White. That was almost disaster right there. Porter not aware of where White is. Foley with a shot. That one goes wide on the short side. Porter has it now. He doesn't have any options. There's no ball support there. He's got to go back the other way. With 34 seconds to go, here comes Gates on the stick of Kapinski. Back into the corner by me. Here's Rieger. She goes under the net for Porter. And Porter running up along the wing with 17 seconds. Offside. Berube trying to start some stuff with Kapinski there. Referees in discussion here. Not sure what they're talking about, but unfortunately we don't have sound from the referees. And it looks like Berube is going to get a penalty. Now they're explaining it to Longmore. So Berube on the Bruins with a penalty now. I don't know what he did to Kapinski, but it really pissed him off. And then he laughed at Kapinski when he thought he got away with it. The referees got together and started talking. While they were doing that, Foley and I think it was Buehler looked at Berube like, hey, calm down. Let's not agitate. And after the referees talked, they assessed the penalty. I'm going to guess it's a high stick, but I'm not sure. Now here comes Commissioner Longmore, of course. He's in a heated conversation with the two referees. Not sure if we had a replay on that. Whatever it was. Yeah, no way we could have a replay on that because we didn't know it was a thing at the time. Oh, it's 3-on-3. Oh. So Kapinski got a penalty and so did Berube. Okay, even strength here. And I'd say it's equally mobile on both sides. 14 seconds to go. Porter wins that one easily. Gates pushing it ahead for Guthert, trying to chip it past Buehler, trying to get his own shot. Buehler not letting that happen. Foley back off the wall, and that'll do it. All right, we'll take a quick break and come back for the start of the second period.
You're not?
We're not getting you. We don't know what. All right, we're back here for the start of the second period. Score tied 2-2. These teams putting out 3 versus 3 here because of the penalties. Had a quick conversation with Mike Manasian, the goaltender here for the Bruins. He's disappointed in himself for giving up a 5-hole goal. I tried to remind him what an unbelievable save he made. He wasn't having it. Buehler bodying off Kuhn expertly. Boley going to let Porter get here. Throws a shot, kind of weak, easy for Manasian to handle. Boley missing Vincent Long. That will be icing. Come all the way down here and do it again. Meanwhile, I've been told, sources have confirmed to me that Team Sarkisov's changing their strategy a touch. They're concerned about all of the chaos that White from the Bruins is creating, the havoc. He's constantly everywhere. He's the goal scorer in the for the second goal. So they're very concerned about him, and they've now decided that they're going to shadow him with a forward. Let's see how that works. He's not out now at the moment, of course. Boley with it, trying to go long again. Kuhn picks that one off. He's got third, but nope. Buehler wins it. So good with his body is Buehler. Vincent throwing it towards Buehler, alone against Sark, shoots wide, in comes Berube and Kopinski. Where is it? Vincent trying to win the battle against Gunther, couldn't do it. Shoots right on the rebound, chipped in front, it's bouncing, and Manasian has it! Good stuff there by Michael Manasian. Turning back the clock. 75 years. When he was just a young man at the age of 35. Michael Manasian. You know him, you love him. All right, let's see what they do. We've got White open on the draw here. Porter looking at him. Porter telling Easel to get to the other side. Kuhn going across for Guthard, back for Kuhn. Manasian, nice save, and shoves it into the corner. Guthard looking. Way too early for Porter. Slowly pursued here by Schisler. Easel. Longmore stepped up in there to make sure nothing bad would happen for the Bruins. Picked up by White. Back for Schisler. Back over for White. Shot coming by Kahn. Goes wide. White on this one. Kuhn following. Kahn, shot. Kuhn blocks that one. Guthard chips it out of the zone. No. So it's Porter versus Schisler. Porter with that small wheelbase. And then here comes Longmore. Throws it into the corner, or at least down deep. White has it. No one on him. He's got lots of time, space. Back for Kahn. Kahn throws it on net. In the air. Sarkisov handles that one easily out of the zone. The Bruins handling everything at the moment. Schisler winds up. High and wide. Easel all over White. White looking around. He's got Longmore. Can't find the path to him. Wants to. Circles back the other way. Heading towards the net. Met by the stick of Sark. And Kuhn by himself. Couldn't get it over the line. Here's Schisler. Trying to center off the feet of Easel. Easel doesn't have a goal this season, but he's got a pass deflection. That much I can tell you. Schisler against Easel. Easel making it hard for Schisler, but he's got Vincent in front. Porter on him. Porter blocks that one away. Here's Guthert. Chips it off the wall ahead of Longmore. Longmore's stick goes flying in the air. And back out to the point, but Easel was out of the zone. Oh, they're going to call that in. Back the other way for Longmore. Here comes Kapinski. Off of the feet of Kapinski. Longmore will have to try again. He's got Kahn. He's got Schisler. Still has Longmore. No, he still finds Schisler. Got a little bit of open space. Winds up off the feet of Rieger. Now Longmore has a shot blocked. Glove down, sent over. Kapinski on the wall here by our command center. Wrists it. That's blocked by Longmore. Back to himself. Fired it right on. Good save there by Manasian. Now Gates tries the same thing. Wheeling around, ripping a shot. Kapinski, the Farm's doing all the work here. He's got Gates. Misses on the one-timer. Chips it in the air to himself. And goes upstairs. Josh, the Catman Gates, putting that one away. Take a look at this on the replay here. What a shot. Over the shoulder of Manasian. Manasian trying to tell me that he can't make the right decision in his mind. When he goes down, the ball goes up. When he stays up, the ball goes down. Those are his words, not mine. Foley ripping it. Big save there by Sark. He had to fight that one off. Rieger, meanwhile, fighting off Buehler. Nice defense there by Rieger. Foley across the other way for Berube. Throws it towards Vincent. Tries to get it back in front. Sarkisov takes care of that business. 7:50 to go here in the second period. Kapinski against Vincent. Gates looking like he wants to charge Boley, but won by Vincent to Berube. Gates going a little too long for Kapinski, but boy, he makes up for it with that speed. Oh, tried to find Gates, who was all alone. Boley left a lot of room there for Josh Gates. Porter now got Vincent on him. Back for Gates. In the middle, a couple of Sarkisov guys. Here's David Porter. In the air, Boley winning that, controlling it, turning around. Hitting Vincent in the nipple, I think. And here comes Rieger. Under the net for Gates. He has no ball support. Now he does. Here comes Kapinski. Oh, nice move there. Throwing it towards the net. Rebound. Porter trying to go up in the air. Can't do it. And a little bit of the extra between Berube and Porter. Two guys that like to do the extra. No one likes to do the extra more than Berube, though. That's his game plan. I'm going to do some extra. Let me see if I can get you to do some extra. We get penalties, I go off, and my team wins that confrontation. That is exactly what is in Berube's head. He's been playing forever. Guthert, shot high, comes back down. Kuhn, no more headband for Kuhn. Porter tried to wind up. Schisler took advantage. White all alone. Schisler gets around Easel. Back for White. Shot over the net. Easel has it. Whoops, taken away by White. He's got Boley. He finds Boley. Boley can't set up, though, on that shot. It was really hot. Really hot pass. Back to the point for Berube. Chipped over for White. White circling, turning, gets past Easel. Shot and score! And White is the man of the action right now. The man of the moment, as they say. I don't know where they say that, though. I just think that other people say it. There's got to be somebody somewhere in time that has said that. My director, Justin Coet, is telling me that is said quite often in the back alleys of Albuquerque. So why the hell not? Schisler against Kuhn. Here we go. Score tied 3-3. Porter with White on him for Guthard. And here's Easel for Guthard. Across for Kuhn. Gets around Longmore. Show! Boy, that one went wide. Looked like the same kind of play he had when he scored, but this time didn't hit the net. Sarkisov's team definitely not looking like themselves, gotta say. Oh, Kuhn trying to walk in. Menezes comes out and takes out Kuhn. No call. Here's White. Long for Schisler right on his stick. Outside in. Porter comes in to help. Then he's taken down. Porter very upset. He thinks there should be a call. Sent all the way down. Icing waved off. Kuhn will get here first. The arguments continue. Kuhn throwing it in front. Longmore now yelling at Matthew Monty, take your head out of your effing ass. Back across for Kahn. The arguments continue. Kahn for White. Stolen by Gates. Shoots right into the chest of Menezes. And now here we go. Let's hear the arguments. A lot of conversation about it. Longmore saying, as you saw in the replay, Longmore saying that Monty didn't make the call because he's not a man. You got to step up. You got to be a man. You got to make that call. Gates taking a shot into Berube. Back out now for Vincent. Picked off by Porter. Porter gets past Berube. Porter! Oh, what an effort by Porter. And he's still talking away with Berube. Gates trying to get around Boley. Going under the net. He's got Porter right on his stick. Oh! And Porter bobbles it. Back to Porter. For Gates. Takes the shot. Menezes saw that coming all day long. Came out on the angle. Pass was too slow. Watch all of this great action here by Porter against Berube on the replay. Get back to the draw here in the meantime. Vincent wins it easily. Boley. Whoa, just past Krapinski, who almost had the interception. All the way down behind the net for Riga. She's got a man on her. Fighting him off. Bullard was trying his best to look like he wasn't doing anything worthy of a penalty. Gates on Berube, throwing it towards the net, just past the right foot there of Menezes. Shot by Porter. There's Krapinski right on into the pads. Rieger keeping it in. David Porter on his butt, just like his brother Jason, making the plays happen. Berube pushing it ahead for Gates to get. And White comes back onto the floor. Gates trying to make some moves. Over for Krapinski. White staying with Gates. There is no path to Gates. Now there is. Wait, the other way for Porter. Winds up. Krapinski's going to get it in this corner. 3:10 to go here. Krapinski trying to find people. Really trying to find Gates. Gates has it, turns, oh! Got past Menezes, took a fortunate bounce for the Bruins. Looked destined for the net to me. Krapinski backing out. The Bruins don't want to fall him out, and it's in! Wow! The Bruins did not want to follow him out. Berube throws his stick in disgust. White is saying that it was redirected, which is exactly what I thought. I think it went off a Bruin stick, possibly White. It was up high and then dipped low suddenly. And Team Sarkisov back on top in this barn burner of a game. Kuhn versus Schisler. Back to Longmore. He misses wide. Easel throws it into the corner. Schisler all too happy to get it. Schisler checking his options. Wheels the other way. Back to the point. One-timer. Oh! That almost cost Sarkin in an unfortunate spot there. Where is it? Here's Guthard. 1-on-2. Longmore with nice body movement there. Schisler one-timer off the legs of Easel. They're saying off. I didn't think it was, but I guess it was. So Schisler has time. Guthard was going to get it otherwise. Longmore being worked on by Kuhn. Tran shielding him off. Here's White. He's got Kahn. White does like to find the points. He's reversing. He's got the point. Here's Long. Shot blocked by Kuhn. Here's Kahn. He'll wind up, will he? Yep, that's block 2. And Kuhn with some time. Oh, flubs the shot. Boy, that would have been a nice time to go inside out. He had Longmore coming, who was susceptible to that move, and then he would have had more time to pick a corner. All right, Guthard now versus Schisler. 1:40 to go here in the Bruins zone. Schisler wins another one. That's kind of what he does. White circling. Schisler. Boley wants a long pass the other way. Boley's still open. He's got that arm way high. He's open, but they can't find a path to him. White loses Kuhn. White back for Boley. Throws it towards the net. Low, wide, and here's Schisler. And Bruins with something happening. Schisler loses Easel. In front for White. Shot. Blocked by Porter. Schisler has got Boley. Goes to wind up and misses. Guthrie going to try to get here first, and he does. Trying to walk towards the net. Boley bodies him off. Guthrie throws it on goal. In the air. Manasian catches it. No problemo. Players changing now on both sides. All right, the Bruins taking their time. I'm not sure if, oh, look at this. Gates is going to try to go forward here. Let's see what happens. Did not work. That's been his move today on these offensive zone draws. Doesn't matter which side either, I think. Oh, David Porter reaching for it. He's on the move, entering the zone. Vincent, happy to stay with him. Back across. Is the pass going to be there? No! Didn't really have much of a shot, didn't have much of a pass either. Nice play by Rieger to knock it off of Buehler. There's Kapinski. Goes to wind up. Oh, somehow held it. Oh, what an opportunity. Manasian's still down. 10 seconds, throws it in front. Here's Vincent. Rieger knocks it away. Back in front for Kapinski. 2 seconds. No. Wow. We're going to take another look at that play and then cut to a commercial. I'll be right back for the third period. All right, here we are, back for the start of the third period. We got a close one here. We got a good one. Long shot. That one goes wide. Porter with Schisler all over him. Well, he was. It kept in by Longmore. Now Kapinski has to come in. Back for Longmore. Shot. That one goes wide. Longmore really wanted that one. And Gates walking it in. Throwing it early off the glove of Manasian. Longmore off the wall. Schisler couldn't stay on his feet. Otherwise, that would have worked really well. Porter with it. Schisler on him. Back now for Kapinski. Chipped ahead for Gates. He catches up to it. Going under the net. All the way around the world. It's a long shift now here for Gates with all that running. Throws a shot. It's blocked by Schisler. The next shot blocked by Kahn. Sark. They want Sark to pass it. They don't know that he's not good at that. They got to come back and get it. Kapinski with White on him. Off the wall for Rieger. She wasn't ready for that one. Back down low for White. In front. Shot right on. Sark with the save. Big save on Schisler. Back for Kapinski. Can he get control of it? Manasian comes out. It's still loose. Kapinski for Gates. Just out of reach. Just past the toe. Here's Schisler walking around Porter. Shot. What a big save by Sark. And then in front. Wow. Wow. What a sequence of events. Big save there by Sark. It came back out in front. I thought for sure there was a player in the crease before that ball went in. I'm not entirely sure if that's a rule here at Michigan ball hockey, but that is what happened, I thought. Player clearly in the crease before the ball came back in. Is that a rule here? Is there a player in the crease rule? I don't know. Either way, it's not being called. And I'm not even sure it's being debated. 4-4. Wow. Team Sark, they are not themselves today. Ezel with that reach. Nice play by Ezel. He doesn't have a goal this season, but he's got a reach around. Most people would rather have that anyway. Here's Berube. Oh, Porter to his knees. There's Porter. Throwing it back in the corner for Boley. A lot of yelling outside of the rink. I'm not sure what the argument is about. Ezel coming in. Nice decision by Ezel. A little scary at the end, but he got it. Now for Guthard. For Kuhn. He takes a shot. Berube blocks that. Another one. And here's Buehler. Gonna chip it ahead for Ezel. Kuhn comes in to help. Here's Guthard. Trying to go through Berube. That's not easy to do. Here's Buehler. Being worked on by Ezel. Buehler trying to, nice poke check there by Ezel. So he's got it, doesn't have a goal, but now he's got a poke check. A poke check and a reach around. What's wrong with that? There's Kuhn. Can he get the shot off? No. Porter keeps it in. Kuhn gets here first. White back on the floor. Now here's Vincent with White. Vincent slows it down. Dump and chase to himself, but Porter's going to get here first. Does have Kuhn, and he finds him. Longmore back on the floor, chips it in onto the stick of White. Shot, big save there by Sark. Back out now for Kuhn as he approaches the center red. Being watched, being hawked down by Vincent, throws it in the corner. A lot of sloppy play here by both teams. Here comes Schisler, the push ahead pass, but Rieger was there too. Back to the point for Longmore. He rips it, and into the corner it goes. Guthard comes off exhausted. Back for Boley. Wrist shot, that's blocked. Kapinski comes in. He's fast. He's not tired. Throws it over for Kuhn. Back for Kapinski, but Longmore there. Here's Schisler trying to get around Rieger. Can't do it. Crushes her into the wall. Comes out with it. Trying to find White, but Porter's there. White steals it. Big save there by Sark. Another one. And then the third one goes over the net. Here's Schizler with it now. He's got a little time. Porter staying all over White. Back out long for Longmore. Can't keep it in. Bruins maintain possession. Stolen by Gates temporarily. Here comes Kapinski. He sees Gates. Tries to go through the legs. Back for Gates. He moves around. Shot. And score! Whoa! What a play there by the duo. The concert duo of Kapinski and Gates. And wow, I'm not going to call that a killer goal, but just look at the Bruins. You can feel the air going out of the balloon. A couple of players looking like they're down and out after that one. That was a big moment there. Either team could have taken the lead here, but it's the team in yellow, Sarkisov, that does it. 7:19 to go here. One team's got to push. Will the other team, being Sark, just play possession? Will they just dump and no chase? What will they do? So far, it's 3 players in. Porter's the only one out. So they are going to continue the push, maybe. Throw it on goal. Sark almost disaster for him there. Pushed in front. Porter being worked on by Vincent. Up for Gates. He's got room. Got to get around Boley. He does. Shot. Off the mask of Minasian, I think. Gates looking for Kapinski. Kapinski looking for Gates. One-timer. Believe that was blocked by Boley. Kapinski again. This line of Kapinski and Gates. Wow, right across for Gates. And that one goes wide. And again, it's going to be Kapinski. They continue to find each other. All the way for Gates. He does it again, and this time it comes out. 6:15 to go. He's got Kapinski, of course. Kapinski. Very little pressure. Back high for Gates. Makes a move, walks into the slot, shot, and goal! Wow. A dominant performance there by the duo of Kapinski and Gates. That was unbelievable domination. I'm not sure that any other player over the previous 85 seconds touched the ball except for those 2 players. Six to 4. And the Bruins with a couple of older players. They still got White. They got Boley. But they've got some graybeards in this roster as well, and they're looking tired too. Boley with a pull-up move, shot, whacked away by Sark, and then back to White and scores! White with yet another goal. Sark with the first save, but no one on White for the second one that needed to be had. And the young guys getting it done for Team Tran. Boley to White, lefty to righty, defense to offense. Score 6-5. Pushed in front for Ruby, off the wall for White. Where is it? On the other side, Schizler. He's got Berube, but takes the slap shot. White's going to get here. Back for Berube. Towards the net. Smacked down by Sark. Boley. And Porter has it. Schizler couldn't get the shot he wanted. Sark covers up. 5:13 to go. Sources telling me that players on both teams outside the bench area yelling at each other. They both think that they are in each other's heads. I don't know who's right. I hope nobody's in my head. They're going to be sorely disappointed if they get in there. I can tell you that much. All right, Schizler telling Berube exactly where to go. Let's see if Schizler does it. Kinda. Boley, that one deflected wide. Porter on White, back for Berube. Back for White. Across for Boley. Shoots. That's off of somebody. Guthard trying to get through Boley. Porter sliding. Big save there by Sark. Schisler. Nobody taking him. Where is it? Back out. Here's White. Got points open. One-timer for Boley. Big save there by Sark. Nice looking save. Taken down by Schisler. That one really upsets Porter. Back in front for Schisler. So good with his feet. He's got Boley. He's got Berube. He's got Boley. Always tries to get himself into a shooting position is Boley. And there it is. Shot and score! 6-6. So we'll watch this on the replay. You see Boley, the lefty, constantly trying to be in position for a shot. It's what the Knight Riders do in the National Ball Hockey League of Detroit. Everybody always trying to be ready with their sticks in the air in shooting position. It's what Ryan McCullough does. Be ready in a shooting position. Boley is one of the few players that does that here in Michigan ball hockey. And because he was ready, a ball that came to him, a tricky pass that came to him, somewhat unexpectedly, he was able to get wood on it. And that was enough because it kept the play moving. Stop the ball with your backhand. It gives Sark a little bit more time to get in position. Push the ball. Sark is still moving. It's much harder for him. Much better for the shooter. So we've got a timeout here. I'm not sure who called it. And we have a tie score. So I'm not exactly sure in a playoff situation if you go to overtime or if you go straight to shootout. But I suspect here at Michigan Ball Hockey they have to rent out the rink that you do have to go to straight to shootout. No one's a fan of that. No captain is, no player is, no referee is, but it's pretty much the logistics of the situation. All right, Jason Porter coming out, talking to his brother, going back off the floor. Okay, here's the line of Kuhn and Guthard with Rieger and Porter. Schisler versus Kuhn. Schisler trying to go to Longmore. Doesn't do it. Here's Kahn, winding up. Wide. Sark catches it and holds on. Schisler likes that. You want to have a face-off in your end? He's all about it. I'm coming in with a 92% face-off winning percentage. Sure, go ahead. Look at Longmore setting up in the hero hole. Let's see, does Schisler get it to him? No, and again, Kuhn able to make sure Schisler can't do what he wants. Blocked by Rieger. Back to the point for Longmore. One-timer, deflected, high, White in front. Here comes Kuhn for secondary help. Blocked by Kuhn. White trying to go through. Kuhn still has it. All the way long for Longmore. Turn around, slap shot. Guthard has it. Gets to the line. Calls zone number. Back to the other side for Kuhn. He's got Porter. Porter for David Porter. Here's Guthard. Schisler chops at it, and it goes into the corner. White comes off. That's good news for Sarkisov's team. Sark in. White in. Probably has 5 points on these 6 goals. Boley coming back out. Schisler and Kahn come off. Meanwhile, the big line of Gates and Kapinski continue to rest. Kuhn trying to go left to his left for Porter. Can't do it. Here's Longmore off the wall. Vincent trying to get around Jason. Back into the corner for Kuhn. Chips it over for Guthard. And here's Jason Porter for Kuhn. Can't get it through Brewer. Down low. And here's David Porter. He's got Guthard. Gets it to him, but Oh, it goes down in deep, and here comes Kopinski. Where the heck did he come from? Where's the cannon he was shot out of? Here's Kopinski. Porter not giving him anything yet. Now he finally does. Oh, intercepted by Buehler. Porter gets it and makes sure he's not going to get that breakaway. Vincent smartly back down for Longmore. Off the wall, back for Vincent. Nice stick check there. Porter. Wow. Tran Longmore unhappy with this icing call. He felt like Porter could have gotten it. He might be right. Sarkisov really upset, waving his stick, slamming it on the ground. Sabatini telling him to cool it. It's just an icing, folks, just an icing. All right, here we go. 6-6, 2.5 to go here. The big line back out now for Sarkisov with Kuhn at the point now. This is a big four for Sarkisov. Let's see what they can do here. Kopinski being respected all the way wide for Gates. He goes under. Calls his own number, shot. Wow, Manasian between the pad and the thigh, traps it in there. Longmore coming off. In comes Schisler. Vincent coming off. In comes Berube. 2:16 to go here. Score tied 6-6. The speediest foursome in the league now. All wearing yellow. Gates tries to backhand a shot. Schisler wins it. Chips it ahead. Pass Kuhn, in control, walks around Kuhn, back for White. Schisler being left alone. Under my feet. Berube misses it. Kopinski trying to take it away, and he does eventually. They have control of the zone. Where is it? Oh, well, it's on the stick of Gates, of course. Long shot. Sarkisov's team a little disorganized, but in control nonetheless. Kuhn throwing it to Kopinski. Shot misses. Fat rebound. All the way down it goes. Weissing waved off. Porter looking. Here comes Kopinski to give him something. Too far ahead for Kopinski. He might be able to win this anyway. Nope, couldn't do it. Boley again pushing it up. Gates has got to wait. They got to wait. Fast hands by Gates. Try to go off the wall to himself. Kuhn has it. Nice move. Couldn't get the shot, though. Sent in by Porter. Boley wants to shoot, but he knows he can't in that position. Schisler cutting to a shooting side. Rips it high and wide. Here's Gates. Under a minute to go here. He's got Kopinski. And he misses it. Stolen by Kuhn. 1 against 3. Gets it through. Kopinski being held there by Longmore, no call. Kopinski's got Gates. Can't figure out how to get it to him. 30 seconds. Deflected high by Porter. All the way down. Here comes White. Gates in control though. Got to be careful. And he is. For Kopinski. Throwing it towards the net. Porter on his horse. Shot. Where is it? No! All the way down. Boley sends it. And we have an icing call here with 4.6 seconds to go. Sarkisov coming off the floor. Hold everything here. Sarkisov wants to pull himself for this offensive draw. Wow, he was coming off. He wanted 5-on-4 for the face-off, but his team told him no. Okay, here we go. Okay. Wow, a lot of tying up. stuff there after the ball was dropped. The Bruins did a great job. And then at the end, Porter getting in the face of Longmore or vice versa. Guthrie now saying something to Longmore, the commissioner. And now we have, well, we've got a break in the action. So let's find out. Let's find out from the referees. Is this going to be a shootout or, okay, we're going straight to the shootout, folks. All right, getting ready. The first shooter is going to be Josh Gates. Fancy gloves. He likes to go a little bit to the left and pick the top right corner. Will he do it? No, walks around him. No goal, no goal. Manasian took away the angle. Gates wanted that glove side, but Manasian took it away. Gates had to rethink his strategy and then try to walk around him, and Manasian still had enough to block it. Okay, here's the man of the hour. Mr. White. Hey, Ralph, you don't have to block our camera. All right. Referee Ralph Sabatani blocking our camera. All right, here comes White against Sark. Walks in, goes around him, shot, score! I know you did. Sabatini working with me on that one to get out of the way of camera one. Gotta really appreciate that. Okay, Kopinski, another one of the hot players here. Can he beat Manasian? Kopinski. All right. Starts it on his backhand. He's got a lot of speed. In the middle, towards the left. Could not make the move! Wow! Manasian with a big save there. And now it's going to be Schisler versus Sark. Sark must make this save or it's over. All right. Schisler looking at Sark. And here we go. Right down the middle. Walks around, shot, score. And that's it. That's it, folks. The Bruins come from behind, down by 2 goals in the third period. They stormed back to tie it. Then go ahead and pretty much dominate the shootout. And that sets them up into the championship at 5:30. Wow. Congratulations to the Bruins. A fantastic effort by Team Sarkisov. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Joey Delgado. This was a broadcast, of course, brought to you by Memory to Video Productions. And fans and studio, we are out.
Hello, hello. There we go.
All right, here we go. Getting ready to start the championship here between the Destruction Crew in red against the Bruins in green. Destruction Crew wins the face-off and instantly taking control. Sanders walking through Schisler, sending it up, but Boley intercepts right on the stick of Schisler across for White. He's got Schisler. Shot. Kevin Kay is there. Out it goes all the way down. And they call that icing. Ryan Matthews going face to face, head to head with our camera person down there and camera 2. Okay, here's Patch versus Schisler. Trying to win it back. Almost gets Ralph in the face. Back to all the way across for White. Checks Boley. Finds him. Devin there with him. Back down. One-timer goes wide. Sanders with it now. Off the wall. Kept in by Boley. Sanders controlling. Long the other way. Matthews with Berube and now White on him. Oh, just misses the blade of Devin Patel. Is Berube up for Schisler? Schisler looking like he's going to wind up. Throws it the other way. No icing. Sanders. Backhanded for Matthews. Here comes Vincent. Patch has it taken away as he was trying to make the move. Sanders again, but this time Vincent has it. Tries to center that, goes off of Sanders. Here's Patel. Being worked on by the commissioner. Gets it past the commish for a moment. Down goes Patel. Longmore comes out of the corner with it. Sends in Vincent. Oh, couldn't hold on to it for the breakaway, but he still has Buller in front. Ruff in now to join the party. Kahn sends it back down. Vincent sees Buller, sees Kahn. Shot, deflected, coming all the way around the other end. Treby versus Longmore. Longmore wins that one. Here's Buller. Very slow on the D, on the stick of Ruff. Finds Matthews, saw Preby, didn't like it. Still goes the other way, but it's for Patch. Patch has it taken away. Here comes Vincent. A little bit of room. He's going to try to cut to the middle. No, takes a shot. Misses high on the short side. Here comes White. Matthews takes it away. Matthews 3-on-2. All the way across for Patch. He leaves it for Ruff. He winds up. Right hand. Preby there. Can't put it in. 2-on-1 the other way. Nope, Matthews is back in. Schisler has got the positioning, though. Right on the rebound. Schisler jumps up and gets it. Got White. One-timer and in! Goal! Mr. White strikes again. All right, face off, and we're underway again. 1-0 lead for the Bruins. This is their day. It is hot. Back for Shizzle. Shot goes wide. Boley jumps in. Oh, just misses Schisler. Matthews slowly walking in. Matthews with a shot off of Berube. Back for White. Winds up, shot. K is there. Minasian scoops it up and holds on for the faceoff. All right, setting up in the zone there. Looks like Patella's going to try to win it to Matthews. He knows where Ruff is. No one on Matthews. Back for Ruff, back for Matthews. Throws it towards the net. Glove down by Boley. And Vincent in again on that side. No one on. Buehler in front. Vincent looking. Coming in late is Boley. Blocked by Heisey between his own legs to Matthews. He's got Patel. Shot goes wide. Patel catches up to it along the wall here. In front for Matthews. Now Heisey. Shot. Oh! Not sure how that didn't go in. We'll take a look at that on the replay. Okay, face-off back in the Bruins zone, controlled by Tran. High and long. Far for Buehler. Here comes Ruff, though. And I guess they were offside. Ruff loves that long shot. Historically, he's scored a lot of goals that way. Didn't even come close to the net at that time. Vincent backing away from Matthews for Kahn. Pushed ahead for Buehler. Vincent alone in front. If they hurry, there it is. Nope, too high. That was going to take a little bit more precision on that pass. Matthews checking his options for Patch. Thinks about a shot. Across for Patel. And the clock is now running, Ralph. There it goes. Shot right on. Longmore with it. Vincent can't get there, gives up on it completely for the icing. Patel and Longmore arguing with each other here. Ruff with the shot. Minasian gets that one. It sends it all the way down. We'll do it again. All right, Patch against Vincent. Pushed ahead. Oh, Amul shows up for the first time today. They said he was coming. Right out of the thick of Kahn and in! Wow! Wow, what a play! Wow! Amul, he's in. Both of these teams have featured players that have played for the better part of at least an hour on each end. Amul comes in, plays maybe 2.5 seconds, runs down a loose ball, throws it in front, one-timer, score. That is what you call efficiency, folks. Efficiency. We'll take a test. We'll see how many of you have learned that later. Meanwhile, it's 2-0 Bruins. Matthews. White respecting the skill of Matthews, it seems like. Patel catches it. Trying to walk around 2 players. Can't get the shot. Pushed it over for Patch. Patch looking, checking his options. Got a little bit of time. He's running out. And Boley takes it away. Up the middle. Back over for Boley. He's got a mule. Couldn't get the pass through. He does! He does get the pass through! A mule! Out of nowhere! This guy, Amul, number 10. Wow. That is what you call a productive shift. So what have we learned here, kids? Efficiency and productive. Amul goes off. He might not ever need to come back in. Bruins now up 3-0. Can you be the MVP of the playoffs if all you do is play one shift? I don't know. Just asking questions. All right, Schisler versus Priebe. Schisler showing Ralph where he wants it. White has it. In front for Schisler. K is there. Boley trying to get it through. A lot of work, but eventually taken away. And here comes Matthews. He's got Heisey. Takes a shot and scores! Wow. Boley didn't like something there. He's talking to referee Ralph Sabatini. He definitely was trying to work his way through a couple of players, and he almost had it through, but couldn't quite do it. Didn't have anyone supporting him back. And it's Matthews with the ball. And time, and options. Liked his own option. Can't criticize him for that. He puts it in the net, beats Manasian. It's not easy to do that today. Heisey back to Sanders. He'll take the shot. Boley chases it down. Priebe coming. Priebe forcing the turnover. Sanders not happy about that. He saw a golden opportunity. He did not get to do what he wanted to do. White coming the other way. Heisey holds up. Matt Heisey continuing to hold up a couple different times. In front for Schisler, but Kay comes down and makes sure that that's going to be the end of that. Heisey continuing to hold up, and you see Sanders talking to him right now, and I think the conversation is, hey, if you're back checking on this guy, stay with him. But that's not what he's been doing. So let's see if that's what he's going to continue to do. And I'm not here to tell you that one way is right or wrong. I'm just noticing things. That's what I do. Heisey trying to go back for Sanders. Schisler wins that one. Poked ahead by Matthews. Gets a walk in. The pass in front for Priebe. Oh, where is it? He doesn't know. Here comes Berube. Oh, what a matchup between Priebe and Berube. In front for Heisey. And all the way down it comes. Buller. Schisler coming in. Heisey trying to stay with Schisler. But goes to the stick of Schisler nonetheless. Heisey pulls off again. Shot. That one goes wide. Ralph deflects it towards the cameras. Here comes Longmore. Center perfectly for Schisler. Oh! And he misses. Kay is there, putting up the wall. Schisler in front for Tran. Now Heisey has it. Sees Matthews. He's got a little bit of time. He's got Heisey and Priebe in front for Heisey. And Schisler has it. Intercepted by Matthews. Knocked off his stick by Buller. Here's the commissioner, Longmore. Looking around, checking his options. Through somehow for the oncoming Vincent. One-timer Khan right into K. Close call. K read it, got over quick. And that, as they say, was that. Ref coming back out, wearing his Chicklets Cup jersey. Ruff, by the way, told me he just came in a couple hours before the game. He flew in from Nashville, celebrating a birthday party. He did a lot of partying out there in Nashville. And he walks in, shoots and scores! Of course, Mike Ruff, one of the legends of the Michigan ball hockey scene. His dad used to play way back when. And Ruff, of course, has been scoring goals at an extremely prolific clip, regardless of the level or the division. He continues to play, he continues to score, he continues to be a threat. And there you go. Now a shot away. It is the Destruction Crew, the team in red, captained by Tim Preby. One shot away from tying this up. Vincent chips it ahead for himself. Back to the point. One-timer by Khan. Amul doesn't see it. Ruff does. Oops, onto the stick of Bully. Can he keep it in? Yes, he does. Sanders gloves it down. Here's Amul, the red-hot Amul finding Vincent. What will Vincent do? All the way across, almost through the crease. Off the wall, in back of K. But Ruff has it. Hits Matthews. He's got a little bit of time, but here comes Amul and Boley. Across for Sanders. Winds up. Took a little too much time on that. Patch on Khan. Whoa, Patch almost would have had that. He could have had that. Getting a time machine. Back for Matthews. The Nation coming out. Back for Ruff. Shot. That goes off a stick. Mike Patch, also one of those really good players back in the day. Shot right on. Controlled by the Bruins. Amul pushes it around Ruff and walks in alone. Couldn't get the pass he wanted. And here is Sanders with it as Patel walks on the floor. Up the middle for Boley. Shoots. Back into the corner for Sanders. He's got Matthews and he knows it. He's got Patel. 2-on-1. Clean 2-on-1. Back for Patel. Walks around. Does not get the finish the move. Back in front for Ruff. Picked up. Chad Longmore. Stops at the red line. Rips it off of Sanders. Back for White. Shot. And K is there. Kevin K keeping the Destruction Crew in this. Wow. Longmore bumping fists. I'm going to call those uglies in this case because I know these two guys. I've seen them up close. Not that up close. But nonetheless, bumping stuff. Two old veterans here. Longmore. If this was another time 20 years ago, if this is Michigan Deck, he's not pulling up. He's trying to walk in. He's got too much time. He's going to try to make a move. Shizler against Patel. Patel tries to go across from Matthews, goes back for Berube, checks his options, picked off out of the air by Matthews. Matthews trying to go through three people, couldn't do it. Here's White, shot into the glove. And Sanders making sure he's not going to run into his goalie. Everybody's friends right now. Nobody trying to hurt anybody. I think Kevin K telling Sanders, all right, thanks for that. I think. All right, Patel, captain of the Detroit Knight Riders, headed for the Milek Cup next week. Here he is taking a face-off. Sanders on his horse. White coming. Bounces it off the wall for Matthews. And Berube reaching in. Nice stick chuck. Ruff with a little bit of time. A little too long for Matthews. Will it be icing? Yes. Ruff wasn't happy about that. I'm not sure which aspect of it he was unhappy with. Ralph Sabatini having a conversation with referee Matthew Monti. Matthew Monti spent a lot of time this past summer refereeing in the National Ball Hockey League. Patel for Matthews. Leaves it for Ruff for Patel. He's got Berube on him. Berube getting in the way. That's what he does. Matthews holding up, looking around, scanning things, sees Ruff. He winds up. It's right on. The rebound kicked out. Longmore thinking, can he get to Shizler? And he did. Over for White. And then there goes Shizler. Can he get it to Shizler? Nope. Shizler trying to go back for White. Here's Patel. Back for Matthews. Longmore, nice back pass for Schisler. Shot, no problem for Kevin Kay. Ruff looking around, checking the options. Ooh, that's not what he wanted to do at all. Bull is thankful, though. Shot off the wall. Schisler in control, looking around. He's got Boley on the move. He spies it. Yep, there it is. Shot right on. Kevin Kay reading that. He's moving really nice from side to side so far. Patel. Up the middle for Matthews. Boley creeping in. He sees Sanders, and there he goes. Sanders in. He's a lefty on the left side. Oh, pushes it back. Only Bueller can get here. And he does. Here comes Longmore. He doesn't hear him. Shot right on. Kevin Kay came out. Sanders controlling. Picked off by Vincent. Stopped by Matthews. Held at the line. Ripped. High. Here's Ruff. Here comes a long shot. Yes. Minasian goes down. Into the corner it goes. Boley up for Longmore. For Bueller. 6 seconds as the commissioner runs in on this. Here comes Vincent. Patel saw it. Got in the way. And that does that. All right, we got another good game here, folks. We're going to take a quick break. Come back for the start of the second.
Here we go, boys.
I think there should be a penalty for not taking it off. Line change.
Talking Tran about it.
All right,
Goalie.
we're back for the start of the second
Goalie.
period.
Time. Stripes. Here we
Oh,
go.
boy, we gave Matt Monty a microphone, the referee there at center ice, and suddenly he's vocal. Gotta like that. Gotta like that. Thank you, sir. All right. Here's Jason Vincent going back for Boley. He sees a mule. Oh, Matthews read that, but couldn't quite get there. A mule caught in the legs of Monty. Matthews not giving up on that. Walking in. A mule staying with him. High for Freebie. One-timer over the net. In front for Heisey. Another chance for Freebie. Blocked by Berube.
Done!
Sent back in. In front for Matthews. Shot score! Veteran moves there by Ryan Matthews, the young veteran, if you will. A lot of other people would have panicked a bit, but as he was jumping in the air, you could tell he was making sure to catch it on the bounce, not just flail away. He did. He knew he had Manasian down.
Matthews
Take your
from
time,
rough.
put it in, tie score. All right. Got another close one here today. We'll have to talk with the referees about their positioning when it comes to the broadcast. Sorry about that, folks. Trust me, it was a thing of beauty. All right, back down for Boley. Shot.
Good.
Kay steers it aside. Rough with Vincent coming. High off the wall. Here comes a Mool. Too far for Vincent. Here's Rough for Preby. Matthews trying to walk through the middle. He kind of does. Shot. Has his own rebound. Where's Rough? He got him now. Shot. On the side for Heisey, but Manasian comes out and pins it. Some net adjustments here. You got to wonder if the attrition factor is going to become more of a storyline here for Destruction Crew. They did just play an entire playoff game only moments ago, it seems like. So will they eventually get more tired than the Bruins? We'll see. Pat's trying to win it to Matthews. Couldn't do it. Long out to White. He comes down the wing. He's got Schisler. He's got Kahn. And Matthews read that. Walking in. Can he make the moves? Longmore read it. Back for Patel in front. Oh! Missed on the finish again. All the way down for Kahn. Way too much English. He's not happy with himself. White play, just not the right execution. The commissioner giving deep insight and analysis here, making sure that they pass it on sticks, I believe is what he said. Schisler trying to go back for Longmore again. All the way the other way. Patel's trying to get here before White, and he does. White staying on him, though. Patel still in control. Loses White for a moment. Where is it? All the way back down. On goal, no icing. Here's Matthews. Taken away by Shizzle. Shot. Oh, what a save by Kevin Kay. Wow, highway robbery there by Kay on the glove. Matthews trying to walk around Longmore. Benner centers it, but Patel wasn't there. Back to the point for Ruff. One-timer right on. Manasian there. Longmore going around Patch. 3-on-1. Here's Schisler. A little long for him. He's got White all alone. Back to Longmore. Off the stick of Ruff. White's going to get this one. Back for Longmore. He's got Schisler alone. Kay with a big pad save, and then the glove. Nice, excellent, excellent work here by Kevin Kay. Take a look at this on the replay here. You'll see that glove. It just comes out of nowhere on this replay. Like a hungry, hungry hippo. And here comes Jason Vincent now, trying to beat Patch. Patch pushes it ahead for Ryan Matthews. Pull-up move, lost control. Vincent has it. He'll be met there by Ruff. Whoops. Here's Buller. Can he get the shot? Oh, very sneaky. He sent it down low, slow for Jason Vincent. It almost went through Vincent, almost went through Kay, almost rolled slowly into the net, but that didn't happen. Okay, Mike Sanders coming out now. We have a timeout. We have an officials timeout here. So it's a good opportunity for us to show you an extended replay or two now. as referee Ralph Sabatini looking
Cool,
for
yeah,
some
we'll go
extra
home.
moisture in front of the net where Minasian is.
I don't know, either that or people taking too many dives over there.
You could also
A lot of sweat is just on the ground. I'm not sure though.
Hey Ralph, while you're down there.
Boys, Mike, careful.
Not yet. I got some Johnny Walker.
All right. Hope you enjoyed all that action.
All right, here we
Here
go.
we are back to it. Patch again, trying to push it to Ryan Matthews on the run. Does not work. Buller with Preby following. There he goes back to the point for Berube. Will he take a shot? Yes. Where is it? Back for Buller. Buller all the way across, but only Ruff is there. Threatens to wind up. Whoops. Matthews doing a little bit of a toe drag there. All the way across for Preby. Preby winds up. Gets it on goal. Preby working on Buller. Buller walks around him though. Preby trying to give him a hard time. Back for Foley. Deflected in the air into the corner. Jason Vincent. Being watched by Ruff. In front for Buller.
He's got it.
Wow. I think Buller was surprised it got through to him because he really didn't put much on it. If he puts something on it, gets it in the air,
Hey,
we're
dude.
talking 4-3, folks. Instead, we are talking 3-3. We'll watch this replay here. You'll see what I'm talking about. All right. Won by the Bruins. Amul almost with another point on of his own right there. Patel walking around his own players. Trying to walk through Bowler. He does. Can he make one more pass? Can he roll it in? He does! And he does! Devin Patel! Point to the camera. National Ball Hockey League, Detroit's very own Devin Patel. You know him. You love him. He's wearing the red helmet. He's making things happen. He's putting Detroit on the map,
Devo, one assist.
nationally speaking, and he's doing it here today with the go-ahead goal, individual effort, deking his own players, deking some other players, deking himself, nonetheless putting it in and putting Destruction Crew on top. 4-3. Here we go. Back for Longmore. Longmore winds up.
Good.
Kevin Kay watches it go in. White on his horse. Sees the point. One-timer into the corner. Here's Ruff. Tried to fake out Amul, but he couldn't. White back for Amul. Amul. Amul still working on this. Sanders working harder and being more successful. Back for Matthews. For Heisey. That one goes wide. It had a chance. Taken away by Sanders momentarily. Con in a lot of trouble. Pinned up by Sanders. Everybody yelling. They're yelling about being held. They're yelling about interference.
Good.
In the end, it's still going to be White with the ball. Shot high and wide. Heisey all the way down, sort of, kind of. Here comes
Green's
Con.
off.
Bruins
Green's good.
online. Here we go. Longmore,
Good.
take a shot. Will he do shot? No. Here's White. Back for Longmore. Now he'll do shot. Wide. Matthews with it. Amul coming. Matthews. Still with it while the Bruins change. Ruff. Still has Matthews. No, up the middle. I'm not sure who that was supposed to be for, but it's now for Patch. Coca-Cola t-shirt and all. Can he walk through? He does. Can he get the shot? He does. Manasian comes out, covers it up, puts an end to that. More chit-chat there between Kahn and Sanders. We'll watch on the replay here, the opportunity. Both teams looking a little tired. Play has slowed down a bit. Patch wants to go to Matthews. He also has the other great option of Ruff. But Schisler wins it. Boley. Sanders coming in hard on Boley. All the way down. Sanders forces the icing. Longmore yelling to Boley that he needs to step up. Step up, buddy. Let's go. Let's go. What will Patch try to do now? He's up against a face-off terminating machine. He's going to try to go forward, get a shot on goal. Matthews is going to charge the goal. Does not quite work. Boley has it. For Longmore. For Buehler.
Good!
Buehler working on Ruff. Back for Boley. Pulls up. Taken away by Matthews. Schisler upset. He wants him to pass that ball sooner. The Bruins a little unhappy with Boley at the moment. Back for Sanders. Shot right on. Rebound. Patch. Another rebound. Still loose. Back for Patch. Manasian. Shutting it down is 57-year-old Mike Manasian. All right. Patch in a face-off war so far here with Schisler. Unable to figure out the best alternative. What's he going to do now? For Ruff? Nope. Loses that one too. Here's Boley. Long. Hits Vincent perfectly. He's got to go outside in on Ruff. No. Schisler stepped up, gave him something. But Sanders took it away. Into the corner. Ruff and Vincent. Ruff goes behind the net for Sanders, but here comes Schisler. Matthews, can he turn around on Berube? He does. Can he get the shot? No! And here comes Patel in late.
Good!
Oh, we have a call now. Schisler tried to make a move.
He called penalty.
Went down. I'm not sure what the call is going to be. Could be tripping, could be interference.
Sanders for...
It's a tripping call by Sabatini. Well, Sanders had to do whatever he had to do, or else Schisler was going to be able to walk in. So that's what you call one of those quote-unquote good penalties. So 60 seconds on the power play here. Four on three in favor of the Bruins. Let's see if they can tie the score here.
Good!
Kahn looking to wind up. He's got a little bit of time. Shot, I think it hit the post. Here's Vincent. Back for Kahn. Looks like he wanted to go Longmore, but Patel blocking the path. So he'll take the shot. And Matthews has it. Tried to go high and hard, but instead it just was high. Whoop! In front. Kevin Kay reaching out with the glove. White's going to have it. Back for Longmore. Here comes Patel. Longmore walks in. Knocked off his stride by Matthews. Here's White. Back for Longmore. Heading his way to the front of the net. Taken away. Now Patel trying to walk around Kahn and then trying to walk through. Can he do it? Nope, almost, not quite. Here's White, over for Vincent. For White, shot, and score! Wow, what a shot. Sanders came out just as White was releasing the shot. He was furious. He raised and pounded his stick. Longmore and Patel exchanging pleasantries, Michigan ball hockey style.
All right, let's eat it up. Let's just drop him and go. You and I will go. I think that'd be fair. If we got even.
And once again, the score is tied,
One of the best
4-4. Which makes my cameraman number one, Nick Garzoni, very happy. He likes these close games. Into the corner for Berube. Berube surprisingly mobile today. Vincent, he sees Boley. Oh, and here comes Boley, catching it on his forehand like he does. Pull up move, oh! Heisey cross for Freebie, he's got Matthews if he hurries, no! Boy, Matthews would have had a mini breakaway there. Boley sends it up for White. White walking in on Ruff. Ruff ready to swing out with that stick like a cobra for Vincent. He holds it back in front for Berube. Wow, what's Berube doing down there? Taken away, back for Berube. He's feeling it. For White, can't make the move. Kevin Kay staying strong. Heisey walking in. Berube exhausted. Heisey across. And hits Boley on the way to a wide open Matthews and a wide open net. Wow. Heads hanging in the air with smiles. They know they saw the opportunity. That's the kind of fun play that both sides can appreciate. All right, Amul is back. Does that mean we're gonna see another point, another goal? Heisey trying to go to Ruff, I think. And here comes Buehler.
Good!
Breakaway. Tried to walk around. Ruff gave him a poke check that might have screwed him up a little bit. Back to the point for Longmore. Twists and turns. He's got Preview on him. There goes that high leg kick. Trying to get the shot through. Into the corner. It's Amul. He sees Boley. Didn't like Boley. I don't know. I like Boley. Why didn't he like Boley? What's wrong with Boley? Why don't the Bruins like Boley? Let's do an MBH poll on that. In front for Kay. Buehler throwing it in front for Amul. Back to Longmore. Shot and in! Wow, Longmore with his second goal of the day. And Mike Menasia now in charge of a one-goal lead here. Late in the second period. Is the Destruction crew wearing out? This is they're coming to the end of their fifth consecutive period in the span of about 85 minutes or so. Short rosters here in Michigan ball hockey. No team is allowed to have more than 9 runners. So it's easy to get tired. Sanders with a mule on him. Looks behind the net. He has nothing. And that's probably the sign of the fatigue I'm sort of referencing here. Guys aren't moving. All the way down. And you have an icing. Sanders didn't have anything. Patel was trying to give him something, but you can't airmail it like that and expect success 9 times out of 10. Amul being coached by Tran Longmore, telling Boley to go back. Amul is supposed to win this to Longmore. Let's see what happens. Nope, Patch wins it to Matthews.
Good!
Trying to walk into the Royal Road. Trying to, oops, couldn't do it though. Here comes Buehler. He's got a Buhl. Back for a Buhl. One more for Buehler. Oh, Buehler. Back for a Buhl. Oh, they had Boley. I'm telling you, they don't like Boley. Now he likes him. Here's Boley. Looking around, all the way across. Shot. Kay is there. Rebound. Amul finally stopped. Here's Patch. Up the middle for Matthews. He's
Good.
got Patel. Threatens shot. Still has it. Nice play. Back foot patch. Winds up. Shoots. Misses on the side. Patel couldn't corral the rebound. All the way down it goes. No, not all the way. Well, yeah, I guess it is going to go all the way. Let's go all the way. All right, just under a minute to go here in the second period.
Yep.
The Bruins with the better record. The Bruins who have
Under a minute, boys.
spent the last 6 months or so with this lineup, more or less, really being able to do what they
All
want
right, under
most
a
of the
minute,
time.
boys.
Ralph Sabatini in front of our camera one again.
Yep. I gotcha.
All right, here we
here we
go. Patch trying to go forward, I think. Nope, didn't matter. Schizler won that.
Good.
Off the wall, past Sanders, who falls. He's got two passing options. Can he find either one? No, yeah, kind of. There's Sanders up the middle. Icing. And the Bruins really looking like they're in control here. The Destruction crew looking like they don't know exactly what to do at the moment. The Bruins have displayed a more frequent and better looking team play, whereas it feels to this reporter that Destruction crew
42, boys.
has been mostly doing it on individual play. They only have this one play, it seems like, so far. Patch to Matthews on the draw. Can Patch keep it in? Yes. Man on. And Vincent takes it away. Doesn't know it. Now in front. Nice pass for Schizler. Back for Vincent. Where is it? Kay with a save. Back for Schizler. Leaves it for Kahn. 19 seconds. The windup off of Sanders. Into the corner. Patch is here. 14 seconds to go. Schizler coming. Tries to center. 8 seconds. No one on Boley. Will he take the shot? Yeah, he thought about it. He's not gonna. Okay, great. We'll take a break now. Come back for the start of period 3.
Almost got involved in that hockey play for a second. Like, oh, yeah. Just like, I don't know what to do. All right, boys, last period, play with your hearts out. Holy, play your hearts out.
Hey, Tran or Blue? Right?
No.
Describe what Sarge looks like in that. Michelin Man, the steak called Marshmallow Man.
All right, boys, last period, play your hearts out, yeah?
All right.
Rolling.
Ralph
Rolling.
ambling his way
Time.
back onto
Stripes.
the floor
Here we
for
go.
the start of period 3. He is definitely tired. He's definitely less than 100%. In front for White. Ooh, he wanted to give and go action there with Vincent. Goes behind the net for Vincent. Boley backing out. In front is White all alone, but Ruff gets that. Preby has it now. Pushes it ahead for Matthews. Pulls up. Gets it through. White. Shot is blocked. Here's Boley. Now for Vincent. Calls his own number. Kevin Kay with the save. Back for Boley. He's got White. Shot. Kevin Kay is there. The right play. But I'll tell you what. If you're going to have that opportunity against Kevin Kay, you got to go one back over. You can't just make him go side to side, take the shot, because he seems to be there and he's committed. So you got to make one more pass to the guy that you just passed it to you. That's the best way to beat Kevin Kay, outside of a broken play, of course. Preby stepping in against White. White trying to go to Berube. And he does. Here's Berube. Rister. Vincent. No angle. Tries it anyway. And Kevin Kay is there. And Vincent no longer is, as he runs off the floor for Buehler. All right. Preby versus White. White looking at Buehler. He's looking at Berube. He's now looking at Boley. White walking in. He's got Buehler. Oh, just a little too far in front. Again, Heisey holding up. Here's Berube down for Buehler. Lots of time. He's got Boley. Man, I don't understand why they don't pass more to Boley. He's always ready. Back for Boley. Well, maybe that's why. You got to catch that clean, Boley. I'm trying to argue for you. Over the, whoops, up, in and out of the glove of Kevin Kay. White again. How is White so open in front of the net all day?
Hands off!
White comes back and gets it. They're onside. Now they're changing. White running under the net. All the way long. Can the commissioner get here? Ralph says he can. Looking for Kahn. The wind up. Just wide on the net. Here comes Preby, but Kahn's coming. Kahn takes it away, but here comes Matthews back for himself. Trying to get it to Heisey, I think. Nope, doesn't like that option.
Good!
Trying to walk. Yep, he does. Walks in, around, gets the shot, the rebound. Preby, can he keep it in? No! Buehler walks in now. Loses Preby. Here comes Longmore. All the way the other way for Amul. Patch comes in. Held in by Kahn. Oh! Patch trying to get it to Matthews. Amul turning, looking, being told no. Amul working out of the corner. Ruff has it. Not a lot of options here. And Matthews with a kind of a feint and then a turnaround, and he's in control. Doesn't like any of his options, really. All the way for a Patch. Waits out the D, but waited a little too long. Matthews, nice play to glove that down and get around Longmore. Back. Misses Patch. So out to Kay it goes. Kay pushes it up for Ruff. Here comes a shot. An Asian ready for that one. Here comes Patel. Kept in by Ruff. Pushed ahead for Amul. 2-on-1. He's got Schizler. Can't get through Ruff. Boley. Open, but Schizler has it now. Amul running. He's got Patel on him. Patel stayed with him the whole way. A lot of hand passing there, but you're in the defensive zone. It's okay. Shot by Longmore. That's blocked. Here's Amul. He's got Longmore. But Matthews has it. And he enters the zone.
Good!
Walking around Patel. Patch goes for a line change. In comes Sanders. Here's Ruff. That's what they want. Schizler blocks that one. Boley has it now. As we're getting into the land of timeouts. If you're tired, you're going to have to take one. I'm expecting both teams will do that today. Longmore with it. He gets the line. Will he shoot? Yep. Rips it right in the middle of K. Sanders with Vincent coming. Long for Patel. A little too long. Can Patel get there? Yes, he does. Oh, he blew the pass though. Oh, and somehow that turned into a shot on goal. And Patel throws it in front, but it goes to the crease the other way. Scissor working on Ruff. Ruff wins the battle. On his forehand, trying to find Patel. Couldn't do it. Bully up for Schisler. He's got Vincent. Does he see it? Now he does. Oh, he blew the pass. So much time, so much opportunity. Here's Vincent for Schisler. Right on. Sanders looking pretty tired here. Here's Matthews with Berube in front of him. Wind up, goes wide. Sanders with it. Vincent coming. Back for Ruff. Back down, but Vincent has it now. Berube getting ready for a breakaway pass, but it's Heisey. Walks in alone, shot. Menasian comes way out. Nice save by Menasian. Heisey off the wall for Ruff. Tries to get the shot anyway. Didn't work. They got to touch up. Bruins will regroup. Kahn, he's got White. And misses everybody. Icing. Definitely some tired teams now. Ruff shaking his head. Probably thinking to himself, Nashville was more fun than this. Heisey on the draw. Looks around, checks his options. Will he be able to win any of them? Against White. No. Here's Berube. Long that on that far wall there for Vincent. Pushes it through. White will get here first. Across for Kahn. A little too far in front. Takes a shot in and out of the glove of Kay. Ruff pushes it ahead for Matthews. Glove work there by Matthews.
Good.
Ruff to Matthews. Matthews, here comes Sanders. And a shot by Ruff. Shot, it's wide. One hand sweep by Sanders, misses. And here we go. Vincent on his horse pushes it too far ahead. He's got White on the wall and he knows it. He sees Berube. He sees Boley. Boley sends it down. Back out for White. Shot right on. Back out in front. Here's Heisey. White has it. He's got Vincent. Gets it to him. Vincent wasn't ready. Shot. That one goes wide and Vincent goes off. Heisey goes off. Berube across for Boley. Yes. But here comes Patel. Nice play by Patel. White. Shot in the glove of the extended Kevin Kay. 4:41 to go here. It's hard to look more tired than Mike Ruff, number 9.
Last four. Last four.
Destruction crew, one shot away. They got a couple of guys capable of making that shot happen. Prevey being told by Sanders to get Tran at the point. Amul trying to win it back towards Boley or cover Matthews maybe. Because here comes Matthews. Shot right on. Fat rebound. Matthews has it. Back for Sanders. The shot deflected into the corner. Here's Patel. Trying to walk out of the corner and find something. There is nobody moving for Destruction Crew. He takes a shot, comes back to himself. Loses Buehler temporarily. Across, but picked up by Amul. And now Amul will get his own rebound. No one with Buehler. Sanders gets there just in time to lock him up. Here comes Prevey. 4 minutes to go. Patel motioning. He's got to come off. Longmore trying to pick it off. Here comes Amul. Slap shot. But it's Sanders. Behind him, back to Prevey. Back for Sanders. Off the wall for Koch. Perfectly on his stick. Takes a shot. Gets through. Manasian had a chance. Longmore with it. Buller chips it ahead. Or tries. Sanders trying to keep that in. Buller. One man to beat. And it's Preby. Going down with his body. Kicked along the way. Penalty coming up. Sabatini making the call on Preby. Buller kind of pushed his body into Preby. And somehow went down.
Oh, okay.
So with 3:22 to go, the team that is leading now gets a power play.
Preby, 1 minute tripping. Oh, sorry. .222.
Okay, back
Red
to the
all
action
twos,
here.
222.
Shizzle trying to go to Longmore.
It's good.
Matthews on his horse. And he does get here. But he's being pinned. Now Shizzler comes in. And Longmore has it. They'll regroup, set up the power play. Pushed ahead perfectly for White. Walks into the goal. Can he make the move? Sanders slides across. And here comes Patch. Patch trying to kill it by himself behind his own goal.
Nope.
Sends it all the way down. Manasian to Longmore. To Shizzle. He's got Longmore and he knows it. So does Matthews. Matthews, can he catch up to it? He does. Longmore to Shizzler. Shizzler.
Penalty's over.
And we're even. In front for Ruff. Makes the move shot. Wow! How did that not go in? Mike Ruff looking for another legendary moment to add to his career. Manasian down, gloves it. Another shot by Sanders. Another save and in. Oh my. Oh my. What a play. That appeared to be a high stick from my vantage point, but no one else is arguing that.
Did you see a high stick on that? What high
Trent
stick?
Longmore calling for the timeout.
Making sure.
The referee's
Matthews
discussing whether or not it was a possible high stick.
Like a Sanders.
It appears. Nonetheless, Longmore
Timeout,
calling the
Green.
timeout. Let's watch this play again from the angles that we have. The game tying goal.
Matthews, Devo, and Sanders. What was the goal again? Matthews.
Ruff didn't touch it. I had Ruff covered. I had his stick.
I won't argue. All right, so you said
Yes. All right, boys, last two.
All right, that's one timeout done. I'm sure we'll get another. We will go to shootout if the score holds up. You got to think the Bruins might have the edge. They got a couple of people that know how to
2
score in
minutes,
the
boys.
shootout. We saw that earlier today. On the flip side, that's Kevin Kay down there. If I'm picking a goalie, I wanted a shootout. He might be the guy. All right, let's see what we have here. Patel versus Shizzler. Patel trying to go to Ruff. Couldn't quite. Yeah, he does do it. Ruff going backwards for Matthews. Not expecting a lot of push here. I think both teams are going to be happy to go to shootout. Ruff faking one way, going to Matthews. Sanders stays open at the far end. Walking around, Boley in front, shot, Manasian down, fat rebound, but White coming out with it. Here comes Schisler.
Good.
All the way down. Sanders. This has got to be the most running I've ever seen from him, but he loses control of it. Here comes White. Back down low for Schisler, back for White. He's got Boley. Oh, he takes the shot. Why don't you like Boley, Bruins? Boley. Back for White. Shot, big save there by Kay. All the way down, kept in by Boley. Boley sees Tran. No one on Tran. One-timer. Weak. Rebound.
He's got it. He's
And
got it.
Kevin Kay is there.
Got the base.
He's got it.
K squared once again.
Last minute, boys.
Getting a hold of everything.
Gonna be last minute, boys.
Trying to fight their way back in as referee Ralph Sabatini promises to not block our view. There's Patel trying to get it to Matthews. It's the same face-off play with both people. Over and over, whether it's Patch or Patel on the draw, get it to Matthews, let him chase it down. Here comes Longmore.
He can
chasing
get to
all
it.
the way down. He's got White. For Boley. Pulls up. Winds up. Shoots, hits the post! All the way down. Longmore. For Schisler. Ahead for White with 27 seconds. White. Can't find a path. Got Schisler now. Schisler with Ruff on him. For Boley. Chips it up for Schisler. He's got White. In and out of the glove, and around, and it goes wide. Patel working on White. White still has it. Back for Boley. 1 second to go. And that will do it. Second consecutive game by the Bruins, headed for a shootout.
All right,
We will take a break. We'll come back for that shootout.
What is that? Going into the third?
No, we just finished the third. Yeah, no, so we're at shootout. Yep, this is shootout right now.
Let's go over.
All right, Destruction Crew is going first. It will be Ryan Matthews against Mike
Shooter.
Manasian. He's going to pick it up with his backhand. Matthews has a lot of different options and moves. Walks around, has him down, and Manasian stayed close enough that when Matthews finally made the move, his stick was able to be close enough and deflect it. Down and out. It seemed like Manasian was. Nice save by Manasian. All right.
He'll ask
It's
you if you're
Mr.
ready.
White going in against Kevin Kay. He's got a lot of speed, a lot of foot speed. Let's see if he uses any of that. Not so much. Speeding up now. Going to pick a side, walking around.
No!
Kevin Kay stays with it. After one round, 0-0. Okay. Captain of the Detroit Knight Riders, Mr. Devin Patel. It's going to be red helmet versus red helmet.
Corey?
The red buckets going up
Are you
against
ready?
each other. Here we go. Patel catches it on his forehand to start. What's he going to do? Picks a side and scores! He saw it. No need to complicate it. No need for the move. Definitely not what Manajan was thinking. Manajan was expecting a move and didn't get one. All right. Here comes Schizler. Schizler versus Kay. Good matchup. Here comes Schizler. Walking in, trying to walk around. And Kay was there! The K-Man coming up with another big save. Mike Ruff. Mike Ruff, number 9 in your scorecard. Number 1 in your hearts. Monty dropping the ball now. What will Ruff do? Ruff is a shooter. Doesn't usually make moves. Let's see what he tries to do here. Walking in. Shoots! And hits the post. Buehler trying to keep the Bruins' hopes alive. Must score, or the Destruction Crew will earn their first ever championship here in Michigan ball hockey. Here comes Buehler. Catches it on his forehand. Walking in. Looking. He's made up his mind. Backhand. And got it. And he's there! And that's it! Destruction Crew! Coming from behind, making sure in the shootout, and the Destruction Crew, DC, the team led by MBH veteran Tim Preby, earning their first ever championship. Congratulations to the Destruction Crew. Congratulations to the Bruins. Great hockey play today here. A couple of competitive games. Hope the fans enjoyed it. For Heather Stargazer, for Nick Garzoni, for Justin Coette, and me, Joey Delgado, thanks so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show.
Jen? He is. Here you go. Oh, that's for you.
Hey, do you mind if you see the cup? Okay, want to see it? No? Alright. He knows you can't see it if he doesn't. I'll take pictures if they want it, but...